People, deluded, I'm back again. Now it's our worst nightmare. We got smacked against Liverpool, you know, we were defeated. We didn't really try, in my opinion. We respected Liverpool way too much. Like, congratulations to Liverpool's game plan and whatnot. But I feel that spirit, that fight, that intention, that belief that no matter what, we're going to fight for each other. We're brothers in arms, that I saw against Manchester City at Wembley, that I saw against Chelsea in the FA Cup final, that I see against Liverpool at the Emirates and in the Community Shield. I didn't see it at Anfield. I don't know if we respected the Anfield pitch and, you know, the whole glory of Anfield despite the fans ain't there. I don't know if we, you know, watched the Chelsea game before and, you know, we just respected Liverpool too much, in my opinion. We admired their players too much. I feel their game plan was superb. They pressed us into mistakes, but I feel we had no bravery on possession. I feel we didn't look to play under pressure. We barely mounted any attacks, if that. You know, you have to try, you know, you have to want the ball. You have to earn the right to play. You have to make it difficult, because all them goals were handed on a plate to Liverpool. Liverpool, like I said, they weren't at their best, in my opinion. I've seen Liverpool play mad, but we didn't make them. Their goals never came because Mane's a quality player or Salah's a quality player or whatever. It's cheap defensive mistakes where we switched off and they punished us. Now we go again on Thursday, people. Of course, the nature of the game is different. Both teams are probably going to make changes. You know, Klopp doesn't care about this cup. I know Arteta's spoken about it, but I don't know what he's going to do. It means more to us to beat Liverpool than it does to them. We've got bragging rights. Obviously, you remember this time last year when we played them, we shot ourselves in the foot, taking it to penalties and ultimately bottling it. Did it go to penalties or did we just bottle it? Either way, we just bottled it. So there's a chance for revenge. There's a chance to play better. For me, it's all about pride. Like I said, you would have liked to have won the Premier League game and got the 3 points, but it's always nice to beat Liverpool. And especially, you know, they beat us one time this week, we beat them. Fair enough, it's different competitions, but we'll take that. Obviously, there's going to be rotations from both teams. Specific to Arsenal, there's an opportunity for a number of you to show Arteta you can play a part. I would start Reece Nelson. He's linked with moves away. He's linked with not moves away, you know. In the same way you played against Leicester, go and give Arteta the thought that you can be used. You know, Joe Willock, if you start, go and be used. Because, Joe, your game time might be cut this season. Apart from Europa League and the Cups. You know, if El Nene, you weren't in the matchday squad at all against Liverpool. You've got El Nene there now. You know, Guendouzi, if he's not sold, might be reintegrated into the team. Hopefully we bring in Aouar and Partey. We've just renewed the loan spell of Ceballos. Xhaka is the first name on the team sheet. Joe, you need to, any little minutes you get, you need to go and give Arteta a headache and say, oh, yeah, I know I brought in Ceballos, I know I've got Xhaka, but I've now got Joe. Or you need to go out on loan, sort of thing. Pepe is another one. He's a bit different. He's an older player, but I would start him. And you've got to stick, in a healthy way, 2 middle fingers up at Arteta and show him why he deserves to start. Everybody that starts this game, I don't know, because it's Liverpool, there might be some 1-2 players that retain their places from Monday, but you've got to show Arteta you've got a point to prove, you've got a part to play in this team. Stick 2 middle fingers up at Arteta and say, yo, stop not starting me in big games. I'm ready, sort of thing. And all I want to see is, again, how different the game is going to be, I don't know, because both teams are probably expected to make change. Liverpool, Yota will probably get a start. Minamino will probably get back in. Curtis Jones and Harvey Elliott might get minutes. I don't know if Origi will play. You know, I think Joe Gomez, you know, he's just come back from injury, could do with another game. I don't know, he might get some minutes. Not too sure how much centre-half options Liverpool have available to them. Thiago's tested positive for corona. Hopefully he gets better, so he won't play no part. I think Henderson's got a little knock as well, so he probably won't be risked. So Liverpool might have to go with a familiar midfield three, or, you know, Milner will probably get a run out as well in the middle of the park if Robertson doesn't play. In fact, they've got that young Greek lad. So there'll be a lot of rotation from both teams, in my opinion, with that. Not that it was the most glamorous of games to watch on Monday, but it was open. You might lose a lot of tempo, you might lose a lot of rhythm from both teams. Liverpool might not pass it with the same zip due to the wholesale changes, and ours the same. So, you know, forget the Monday game, but at the same time we've got to remember it. But it's going to be a different sort of clash. For me, it's just about bragging rights. In the grand scheme of things, you know, no team, I'm not going to say no team wants to win silverware, we do, but, you know, this isn't the goal of both teams. It's an unnecessary inconvenience. I'm sure Jurgen Klopp and Arteta would prefer to be preparing for their games on Monday. Man said Monday, on the weekend, assuming Liverpool play on the weekend. All I want to do is see, again, the things are going to be changed, but I just want to see, first and foremost, being brave. I want to see us, you know, sit back, you know, try and soak up the pressure, be defensively switched on, but at the same time, when you can break. Believe you can get past your man. Believe that you can play that pass. Self-belief, because we're struggling to play 5-yard passes. We're struggling to get out of the back. You know, there's no zip. The ball's getting caught under feet. You've got to believe, you know, you wake. I'm not being funny, especially the English players. You wanted to be professional footballers to play in games like this. I just want to see a bit of fearlessness. Believe in yourself. Don't over-respect Liverpool unnecessarily, which we were doing. So I want to see being bold, being brave. Also want to see, obviously, a victory, but I want to see players leave that field giving Arteta a headache. Now, you probably won't be playing on Sunday, but go and play your way into the plans. Go and give a headache to Arteta that he has to start playing you. Go and give a headache. I want people to seize their opportunity, because yes, it's the Carling Cup. Yes, Liverpool will probably rotate heavily, but at the same time, it's still Arsenal versus Liverpool. It's still a massive game, you know. Show you've got something to play for. Arteta himself has said, like I said, I want us to relish chances and I want us to take chances. Apologies. Arteta himself said, we are going to take the Carabao Cup seriously. That is for sure. The last few seasons, I think this competition for clubs has raised the importance. There is only one winner in the Premier League. That leaves a lot of frustrated clubs, and now everyone wants a title. And you can see in the last few years that the teams that have the strong lineups and the type of finals we have seen in recent years. So he's very bullish on it. He wants to go and do this thing. It's as simple as that. There's revenge on the line, people. If we can do that, people, that's all we need to do. In terms of my lineup, you know, I'm not sure if Leno should retain his place. My gut is telling me to go with Leno again. But we've just signed Renarson. He was on the bench. He probably will get his first little minutes. So I've gone with Renarson in goal. I've gone with Saliba, Gabriel and David Luiz. David Luiz needs fitness, and I would still play him. So that would be my back three, assuming we go there with one. 3-4-3, people. Maitland-Niles would move over to right back for me. I think Bellerin was poor. Ceballos would come into the team. I expect Joe Willock to play. So it's going to be right back Maitland-Niles, Ceballos and Joe Willock in midfield. Bukayo Saka would do a job for me in the left wing back row. I do get if he starts Tierney again, if he actually goes Luiz, Gab and Tierney, but that would be my lineup. And up front, I would go Pepe, you know, try and stick 2 middle fingers up in a healthy way at Arteta. Reece Nelson, try and create doubts that Arteta should loan you out, because you're still linked with loan moves. And obviously Lacazette scored. He's got 3 and 3. He's worked very hard, but he does evidently look a bit tired. So I'd give Eddie Nketiah a run out. You've got a chance to prove that you deserve to play. You never know what scoring against Liverpool could do for you and your confidence, because in the last game when we played against, was it Leicester, where Pepe set up that own goal, you looked heartbroken not to score. So, you know, let's go and see a bit better. Go and get on the score sheet. What can I say, man? We've got three games this week. We failed on the Monday against Liverpool. Let's hope there's something more positive, and then we can switch our focus firmly to a tough game. Apologies, a pound dropped out my thing. A tough game against Sheffield United on Sunday. Regardless of Sheffield United's form, Chris Wilder's side are a tough team to break down. You know, we're in the midst of our season now. There's no time to feel sorry for ourselves, so we need to get going. You know, that's all I've got to say in relation to the Arsenal versus Liverpool preview. On that note, people, DG, I'm out.